As the mask comes off, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Chief Medical Advisor to President Joe Biden, Dr. Anthony Fauci, has made his views on the public pandemic and has stated that, the United States is no longer in a pandemic phase. And I want to find out, ladies and gentlemen, when did he get this news? Greetings, and salutations to all nation. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm Rastafari Soldier of Deep Roots TV. And if this is your first time tuning in, I'm asking you hit that red subscribe button, and we're going to have a great relationship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I say a great relationship, I mean I need your interaction. I need you to make sure that you subscribe. Check your subscribe button, make sure it's grayed out. When you subscribe, hit that notification bell, make sure you get Deep Roots TV content. Now, I'm looking here in the well-renowned and known publication PBS News, and I'm looking here that Dr. Fauci is saying that we don't have 900,000 new infection a day and tens of thousands of hospitalization and thousands of deaths each day. Fauci told PBS NewsHour anchor, magazine editor Judy Woodruff on Tuesday. At the same time, if you look at the global statistics, the situation here is no doubt the pandemic is still around, he said. Okay, so he's saying that there's no longer a pandemic phase in the United States, but the pandemic is still around. In order to maintain low levels, we keep the nation out of the pandemic phase. Fauci said the United States would have to do intermediate vaccination of people, and the frequency has not yet been determined. Possibly every year. We're not going to eradicate this virus, said Fauci, who has helped lead the national response to the COVID-19 virus for more than 2 years. More than 2 years. In speaking with the Washington Post after this interview, Dr. Fauci further expanded on his remarks, saying that the United States was out of the full-blown explosion of the pandemic phase, but that the virus still poses a threat. We are really in a transitional phase from declaration of the number in hopeful, more controlled phase and the epidemics. Fauci told the Post Wednesday, so now we have moved out of the pandemic and going into the controlled phase of the epidemic. You hear that, people? A new CDC report revealed on Tuesday that 3 out of 4 children and nearly 60%, 6 out of 10 U.S. adult, so almost 3 out of 4, 75%, and almost 60% of the United States adults have already contracted the virus. Vice President Kamala Harris announced that on Twitter she has had the virus. She tested positive. The official number of the United States infection, death, and coronavirus expected soon to surpass 1 million. You are guaranteed 1 million. Now, people, as you see, it is not even 1% of the population of the United States, because the United States have about 320 million. You are guaranteed. I am sure that that does not classify on a level of pandemic. You are guaranteed, people. So I'm just pointing out that the chief advisor of the United States of virology, Dr. Anthony Fauci, on Tuesday said that, the United States of America is no longer in a pandemic phase. You are guaranteed. On Tuesday, the World Health Organization announced that the global death count fell to the lowest level since March of 2020, but continue to say that there are several countries that have had slowed down testing effort, which make it difficult to track the virus impact on the next step. China and several countries in Europe have also seen recent spike in infection. According to the latest figures from Center of Disease Control Prevention, 78% of the United States population have received at least one CDC recommended COVID vaccine dose. That figure is significantly low. 67% of the global population, according to Oxford University, a worldwide data project. United States nations say that the disparity is far worse for low-income countries, in which that 16% of the people overall have been vaccinated with at least one dose. For months, WHO has warned that the lack of global vaccination equity put everyone at risk of new and potential worse variant in the long term. So like the man them have this thing here where it all come back and come back and come back, because nobody is researching to find out where it's from. Although there has been looming documentation out there in Vanity Fair magazine saying that, it appears that the lab leak theory has merits. I'm not saying it's true. The virus won't go away, state Dr. Anthony Fauci. It will always be around. But because our countries has, ways to decrease its spread, we are looking for it. It is still spreading. It is still changing. And it is still killing, said Theodore Adhanom, the head of the World Health, the Director General of the World Health Organization. Although deaths are declining, we still don't understand the long-term consequence of the infection in those who survive. When it comes to a deadly virus, ignorance is not bliss. You hear that? All right, so here is Dr. Anthony Fauci talking at the interview that I was talking about at PBS. I'm wanting to hear it from the doctor's mouth, because I don't want enough to say. May I misinform? Oh no, listen what Dr. Anthony Fauci says.
We are certainly right now in this country out of the pandemic phase.
The man said,
we don't have.
Yeah, oh no, hear what I'm saying? The man said we are certainly out of the phase of the
pandemic phase.
Okay.
Namely, we don't have 900,000 new infections a day and tens and tens and tens of thousands of hospitalizations and thousands of deaths. We are at a low.
Okay, honestly, say me not lie. That the man said.
Level right now. So if you're saying, are we out of the pandemic phase in this country? We are. What we hope to do, I don't believe, and I've spoken about this widely, we're not going to eradicate this virus. If we can keep that level very low and intermittently vaccinate people, and I don't know how often that would have to be, Judy, that might be every year, that might be longer, in order to keep that level low.
All right, you hear what Dr. Anthony Fauci has said. Say we are going to have to keep this going on and on and on. So the people on your fourth booster shot, just know say there's more boosting to come. You are going to, if you have not taken your shot, run in upon it. You are going to. But I'm going to deal with Maxine while I watch my flat screen and watch on a war about who to take a vaccine. I'm Rastafari Soldier, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted you to see what was going on. Giving you a straight update. You are gone. Rastafari Soldier, I make you know, say, yo, man, I tell you, say, yo, a free world, choose what you want for choose. I am choosing what I want to choose. I'm reporting the news. I'm more life, I'm more joy, I'm more in happiness, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking you hit that red subscribe button if you have not hit that red subscribe button. All the flying eye video, you are gonna be somebody. Be a part of the Rastaman channel. Build up the Rastaman panel. Have more life, have more joy. Listen, Dr. Anthony Fauci said the pandemic is over. Outside with there now. You organ tea. Them can't say nothing to me.